Hey, what's going on, world? This is the inaugural. Um, Basically, we getting into this thing. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Keaton Small, owner of Standard Hall LLC. I'm a small trucking business. I'm getting off of the ground. Started about 6, 8 months ago. Got a lot of things, ups and downs that I done went through in the process. Being a new authority, lots of things that you don't know coming in as a former truck driver. Tell you a little about myself. I was a truck driver from about '06 to '09. Went to nursing school actually. Went to nursing school. Got a good bit of experience in that. Did nursing for roughly 11, 12 years. I always knew when I was originally doing trucking that I wanted to own a truck because I knew there was money in it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna act like I'm just one of those road warriors that are, just chomping at the bit to be on the road again, like Willie say. But what I did know that it was money in it, and if done right, you know what I mean. JB Hunt, I remember I worked for them. That was one of the bigger companies that I worked for. I worked for them, Yellow Roadway, Werner, Victory Packaging, out of South Haven, Mississippi. Well, that's the one that I worked at when I was living in Memphis, and so I knew it was money to be made. It's just a thing about being a driver. You don't always know about it. I did a lot of research before I came in, but the research is like, just in the same as in nursing. So like in nursing, the books tell you what a heart condition is. The books tell you how to do this, how to do that in perfect scenarios, but what it doesn't tell you is what happens when everything breaks down. When everything goes to hell in the handbasket, when you don't have this, when you don't have the supplies you need. Same thing out here on this road. You could be driving right along and then boom, a blowout hits. And that load that you might have been taking for X amount of dollars just took a hit, literally, because, you weren't necessarily counting on that expense that night. That's why you got to have your escrow and things like that. You always got to be putting away for maintenance, all of those things. But I just want to start a group, you know what I mean, for people like-minded, people like myself, entrepreneurs, people that were new to this, and people that could tell people things of value for the next man or woman, you know, or person that, just was in this. They've got some experience. They're learning, things as they go. They may have done their due diligence, but maybe they're looking for a driver. Maybe they're looking for, good lanes that they can get home more frequently or with more frequency. This is for that. This will be a tool that people could say, hey, I talked to this person, I talked to that person, and this is what I do. I have a dispatch service, or good dispatch services versus bad dispatch services. Some people have their own authority and they may want to be looking at dispatching as well. How to get freight lanes and how to, talk to people about TMS systems. And, it's just a different way of kind of going about this thing, is trying to come in as a community and, help one another out. You know, it's one of those things like, if I could help somebody with something that I had trouble with, I would feel like, I wouldn't want the next person to stumble on that same rock that I tripped on. So I would rather let them know, be like, hey, it's a rock coming up. If they're 10 feet behind me, I'd rather tell them, it's a rock coming up in 5 feet. I tripped over it, but maybe they don't have to. So just think about it. Anybody that joins, you're welcome to join. It's free for everybody. Everybody comes in, and, adding more good ideas to the group could never be a bad thing. Be kind to one another, be polite. This is not one of those things where you have to, you can swear if you need to, but be polite to one another. Don't be cussing each other out. I want to be able to have the exchange of information and ideas. That's what this is all about, because at the end of the day, if the wheels ain't turning, we ain't earning. And so we want to keep these wheels turning. We want to get good people in good positions. And so, with that being said, again, welcome. And I'm out.